me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them on the waste, and bust a mantis statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, girl, and say that it's not you. On the head, the man above him, look him, I got a bet. Too much eating at the kitchen, some of five like a pat too. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption cease.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the giver. Some a go like say them powerful, me no mega bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in a whatever. Member bold money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start and thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
Global TV send another one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Global TV, I send them home. Yeah, man, this is Michael Buckley. I tell you, say, yo, the Global TV, yeah, man, me represent that 100%. Play the music, Global. Boom shot.
While the wife of the Prime Minister is in court fighting over land, simultaneously the Prime Minister is in court fighting to block the legal processes of his corruption. Simultaneously, the Jamaica Labour Party MPs and supporters are attacking the media and the Integrity Commission. At the same time, they use that favorable word. We believe in democracy. We support democracy. We support freedom of speech. If this is not a new standard of confusion, then I beg to differ. But the ramble goes on with this, our government, and their lack of integrity, standard in public life, good governance, accountability, openness, and transparency. Good night and welcome to Global Television. Thank you for joining us. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening. Sharon Bernard, David Jervis TV, Violet Watson, Marcia Thomas, Colleen Allen, Sunshine, Monica Wills, Miranda Roddock, Deb, Willie Don, Georgia Dennis, Bevan Brown, Norman Ferguson, Millicent Jones. Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome You know, so JLP don't have no shame. They don't know when you insult them. But we're going to go through with slide 1-1. I must mix up and patch up because we have all heap of something to highlight. All heap. But the Integrity Commission came out today, and that's why I say them people here don't have no shame, as him a call Bevan done. Them don't have no shame, and I tell you why. They keep exposing themselves as capital DUNCE. You know the big letter DUNCE right in your forehead, right, Pambula? Yes, that type of DUNCE there. More and more, it is showing, Raymond G, that they do not understand even the laws that they make. We saw the hooting and tooting of Colonel Charles, his confusion. Nigel and Everard Warmington confusion yesterday, because I was listening to that part of the debate which the Integrity Commission responded to today, was where Everard Warmington was jumping and hooting about that he's not going to, even if he alone have to oppose, he's not going to approve the budget in the next financial year for the Integrity Commission unless an audit is done. And he was ranting on to Nigel about how much over the Integrity Commission life there has never been an audit. He has never seen an audit tabled in this house for the Integrity Commission. Nigel himself was a bit confused when sought to give him some explanation. I would have thought that would have been done by an independent auditor. And Everett Warmington went on to ask him, have you secured the auditor somewhere along that line? But Nigel was a bit bewildered. But the Integrity Commission responded today. And as usual, Justice Panton always embarrassed them. And you know, so them still ask for apology, but even get further. They're asking for our Justice Panton to step down. You ever hear them Liberty there yet? Talk it truth if you ever see them style of Liberty there yet. They are asking our Justice Panton to step down because he insulted the thieves. Can you imagine? Talk it truth. If I know something, or if we go in a 4 road, go lay down and roll and kin Pupalik and cuss bad word over. I mean, who is asking? Them favor I and donkey. Them favor I and donkey in a shorts. Steady on. But what the Integrity Commission was saying, oh, not done so. Every year for the last 6 years, every annual report with table, we have been audited by an independent auditor. And it's always tabled in the financial, in the annual report. Oh, not done so, boo-boo. You can't read. I mean, the legislation that they want to write, want to debate it, want to pass it, want to don't understand how it works. And then the Integrity Commission send them report to you. I want to get up a question them about things what they say in the report when you have the report if you read it and you don't read it. Similarly, with Andrew Oldness report, no don't read it, no go attack what ear cliff say. More and more, the JLP approve themselves that them done. The Integrity Commission is convinced that you don't understand the law, you have lack of knowledge of the law. Abenasa Cody, Monica Hawthorne, Michelle Lewis Wilson, Honodo. Can you imagine? The reports are there in Parliament, and Everard Warmington and Nigel Clark doesn't seem to be aware that the audit for the Integrity Commission is tabled in the annual report on a yearly basis. They're not aware of that. The Integrity Commission made them aware of that today. There is so much confusion, Joan Bailey, with this government, Emil. So much confusion. And these people are making up rules for us, rules that they want us to follow. Come we follow Darrell Garbush. What beat and teach? A beat and teach not reach yet. We don't come we follow Darrell Garbush, no? And remember, we're all sending out our love and our get well soon for Patricia Matthews. Patricia Matthews is in the hospital at the moment. Spoke to her today. She's coming on. But continue to keep her in your thoughts and in your prayers. Me never see one set of people so incompetent, so lack of knowledge, so unaware of what they are doing. So unaware of what they are doing. Nobody has a clue. And they don't come in a public on camera, in a parliament, come embarrassing yourself and ask for the same thing we want to have on paper. DUNCE clerk, have you read the report? DUNCE clerk, DUNCE speaker, have you read the report? Because you, my dear clerk, you're like the legal advisor in the proceedings in Parliament. You are to advise them when you see them and go wrong. Liebert. So you should have been, any report come to Parliament, you should have read them in fullness. Therefore, you are able to advise DUNCE JLP MPs when you see them attack, say, this not there, that not there. Christine Gilbert, how are you? For 6 years, Everard Warmington said he has never seen an audit tabled in this parliament for the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission said, DUNCE, every year it tabled in the annual report. A true don't read it, fool. Maybe if you put down the push broom for a minute and pick up a book, maybe, Everard Warmington, if you put down the push broom for a moment and pick up a book, it may serve you a lot better, Beverly Edwards. We don't come with Father Darrell Garbush. We don't have water boot. The easy jerk. What go on, bro? We don't come with Father Darrell Garbush, no? Darrell go on early leave. They go campaign for Andrew win third term. We don't come with Father Darrell Garbush. They don't have water boot. The bush with Darrell Vance a carry. Maka hafijuk you. So we need water boot. And we need steel cap boot. If you're not threatened by Isaac Buchanan, Darrell Vance, why is it that since Isaac been placed in East Portland, you just a run up and down and a cry and a bawl? You all a walla in a dot, you all a wet dot for walla, Darren, because you know son a pig. You all a wet dot for walla. why are you so perturbed since East Portland candidate? Me not understand it. I mean, general election, if Andrew's taking it down to the wire, is not constitutionally due until September of next year. Oh, you want to go? Start walking a bush for now. What are you going to do in your early campaign? Maybe you could go about explaining that. Try to explain Darrell Vaz. Barra and Vaz hearing aid. I'm putting on your ears because you might need hearing aid like Vaz too. So you can hear what the people of East and West Portland want, because you said the two parish, the two constituency are few. You want buy out the parish. How about fixing some road, Darrell Vaz? Beat and teach what go on, you just come. How about fixing some road? Beat and teach have no water boat, because we got a bush with Darrell Vaz, you know. Because after bush Darrell Vaz I go. Darrell Vaz all of a sudden, since East Portland candidate place, Darrell Vaz just all over the place. So him say nobody no stone Fluxy Mango. Fluxy Mango. So oh yeah, I got bush and you the pan tree. A turn. Darrell Vaz, you're just in your turning phase, Carlos Wagwan. You have a water boat? Because we got a bush with Darrell Vaz, you know. Because Darrell Vaz says he's going on an early campaign. Time come. Darrell Vaz said he might go on early campaign for JLP win the third term. Then I don't have water boat. Because anywhere Darrell Vaz a go, Maka go joke him. And anybody that follow Darrell Vaz to see the disgrace, Maka go joke them. So we need water boat. How about fixing some road, Darrell Vaz? How about investing in the farming community, Darrell Vaz? Darrell Vaz wants to go an early campaign. Who wants to go with Darrell Vaz? What a liberty. This government, who is on a relentless attack on the media, a relentless attack on the Integrity Commission, at the same time telling us how they support democracy and all sort of the words that they can tell us about. When their chief attacker, the push broom of the pig pen, is daring them in public, one or no try hold me back if you not think you not bad like me, says Everett Warmington. One or no hold me back if you think you not bad like me. And they all fall silent to the abuse of the Integrity Commission. But why them not for silent? Because all of them are out on the limb, because you know we gave it to Tom this morning. Hey, we gave it to Tom this morning. But we deal with the DUNCE and him push broom and how Justice Spanton really insulted them and said, go and go read, you bunch of bloody dunce. Where did they pick you all from to put in our parliament to make laws that you don't understand? You cannot even read reports, you set of dumb and dunce, said Justice Spanton. I'm paraphrasing. I'm talking like Justice Spanton is a drunk man. You know, I'm talking after Justice Spanton have a few glass of it. It's American TV. Bright and out of order. The confusion of the gag clause, Cliff Hughes, are the parliamentarian them one were created, I have problem over it. The IC asks them to review it. The IC is not in full agreement with how broad of an interpretation the gag clause is. So now the IC confused. The IC commission them not confused, that the lawmaker them confused. Because the IC pointed out to them that is too much of a broad interpretation within the gag clause. Because it cover government contract and a high government contract framework, which is a broader scope than it should have been. Why una don't revise it? That's why Greg Christie tell Parnell Charles yesterday, the hat is for you to wear. Go and fix it. If you have a problem with it, go and fix it. Uno shove it up. So if it needs fixing, uno fi fix it. Then I see the parliament don't know the law. That is shameful, you know. I don't know if JLP understand how shameful this is for a commission to be telling them that they do not understand the very laws that they make, the very laws that they're passing to law enforcement to enforce upon you, the people. They don't understand what they are enforcing against you. The mayor of Kingston is warning against undermining of the Integrity Commission because we don't know if JLP not get it for them way, it's a full blast because the labor them, you know, a whole heap of them, the labor supporter, them over TikTok attack, so them are going to take it to the street. Them done with the religious thing now, them done play the nice guy now. If them have a war for protect them leader, go over TikTok, go listen to the bull soddery. We're going over there. Thief! Thief! Jaw out everything and show the world thief in Gillette. Draw out everything and show the world. Why you don't quell the embarrassment? I mean, to see a wife and a husband is being embarrassingly dragged across the media at the same time for skullduggery. It don't look good, Juliet, and it don't look good, Andrew. It paint on appearance in a very, very bad light. It make everybody question the household wanna come from. The tug of war wanna pull over stolen goods in the court. Juliet and Andrew. Wanna no shame? Talk truth. Nah, Brent, how you do? Talk truth if you don't shame. You see wife and husband in a court at the same time. A tug of war over stolen goods. Wife a war over land. Husband a war for fight for hiding stolen things them. Is anybody gonna do the decent thing and resign? The whole annual call upon Justice Panton to resign. Anyone I know, I go take the high road. Anyone I know, I go have like a shame. It cannot continue like this. The two highest governance office in our country. Hold on there. The two highest governance structure in our country is tainted, even Bradford, in front of the court at the moment. It is disgraceful. It doesn't show good for the country. The Prime Minister, the head of the executive, is in court over his reference for corruption investigation. The wife of the Prime Minister is in court at the moment fighting over stolen land. We see where the Prime Minister send all sort of police and soldier go thief mahogany in a quick step. This is the country that we have become, where our leaders have become rogue to us. Our leaders have become mafia. They've become racketeers like P. Diddy. Ladybug, how are you? Florence. Our leaders have become racketeer, Grace Linton. The wife and the husband is in court at the same time, and it don't look good. It don't look good for us as a nation. They have the head of the executive in a court, a fight to prevent a corruption investigation, Renice. The head of the legislature is in court fighting over stolen land. Jamaica, this is where we are. And at the same time, the Integrity Commission, which is under attack by them, is telling us that they cannot read, they don't understand the law. Do you understand the predicament our country is in? Do you understand the predicament of our country? Brian Sykes, you have nothing under your belt because you're the other branch of government. You have nothing under your belt, Brian Sykes, because you can't clean when the other two branches dirty. And so for your whole of for your court, them and pop down Brian Sykes. So what going on in our country? Why we don't just shove it down and build it back over? Because of that to do with old house, no. Shove it down and build it back over. Because all of our going in our country at the moment is a goddamn old house, if you look at it. It is disgraceful, Sandra. It is disgraceful to see what our country has become under this government. And still, them go in a parliament and go call them one another honorable and expect we to call them so. And expect we to have respect for them. I really don't get it. Our country is falling apart. Our country is falling apart. Juliet Cockburn Finn is demanding the resignation. Hey, that woman here. Thou shalt not provoke me. Dan Wagwan. Why you want to provoke me at the moment, Juliet Cockburn Finn? Me not gonna make you provoke me. Me not gonna make you provoke me. I do it for me answer you. But let me say this to you though, Miss Finn, descendant of the O'Finns. Even when Justice Panton is sleeping, my dear, the whole 49 of you is no match for Justice Panton. One doesn't even have to. Greg Christie had phone to, but just put Greg Christie aside for now. The whole 49 of you, even when Justice Panton is sleeping, is not a match for Justice Panton in any way, shape, or form. He will chew you up, spit you out, walk over you, and you'll just stay there and dried up. So me don't even have to answer no, because Justice Panton said the highest officers in our country are dunce. Justice Panton is convinced uno don't read, uno can't read, uno don't understand the law, uno make. So I don't think one would need to answer you, my dear. It clears on a dunce. It is the reason why a finance minister cannot be named from the bungle of bunch of dunce that you are all. Name a minister of finance if you're not bad. We see a cascade all over the place. That may be Nigel's last resounding speech yesterday. Isn't it shameless that yesterday or today would have been Nigel's final grandiose speech in Parliament? The government cannot still name Dr. Clark's replacement. The country is yet to know who is going to take one of the most powerful positions in our country, the strings of the country's purse. The country is still yet to know. And Dr. Clark have only a matter of weeks to go. Why no can't find a replacement amongst UNO? Because you can't run the country without a finance minister. Marcia, how are you? Andrew taking finance minister for himself. It's a one bedroom. Me live in a, but anybody want pack them suitcase and left Jamaica and come. We can bounce out the floor space there, sofa space there, and all that, because it will be terrible, It will be dreadful. Because when Andrew done stuff, which part of him left his stuff? I mean, there won't be any left to even pay back IMF or the World Bank. So so it will be dirt poverty. So we're going to start puss and dog and bark off a tree and them something there. If Andrew Holness becomes the Minister of Finance, the country has never been in a more unstable state than it has been when it comes to leadership, Ladybug. How you do? When it comes to leadership, our country has never been in a worse state. Because everything about leadership and governance is in tatters and shambles at the moment. Total confusion. I'm not even sure they are aware of where they themselves are. And if they're not aware of where they are, then it would be a task for them to know what they're there to do. We don't understand. We're not problem, Bless it. We are in problem. The country's up in a leadership vacuum. There's no leadership in the country. And because of Andrew's greed for power, Andrew's going to take the country right down to the wire for a general election. Because I would want him to be tempted at the moment to have a snap election. But him no say him now go win. So he might take it right down to the wire. It is terrible. The most terrible thing of this all is the people of Jamaica just relax and complacent, like, you know, the country has just found oil and we the people made a deal with United Oil and Gas. So no matter what them do, we're all going to get rich and we're all going to survive. So we don't have to worry with self. The people act like nothing now happen. The people act like them now rob we. The people act like them now rape we. See, even the pastor them, some of the pastor them are come to them sense. I call out the demonic leadership in our country. But the people seem to be okay with it. The people seem to be okay with it. Nobody is saying to the government, enough is enough. Nobody is saying to Andrew Holness, this is intolerable leadership. This is leadership that we do not have confidence in. Nobody say so. Them come out and tell we Andrew is the best in the West. Sliced bread prime minister, brown or white. Prime minister sliced bread. And Andrew keep telling them, go out there and tell them the good whatever Labour Party have done. And you can't explain it. You want people to walk and talk it. But you explain away a bit. Let me start cuss. Let me look and start cuss. 238 on the platform. And 75 like the live. So what, me not somebody pick me? What, me not somebody pick me too? Breeze not blow past my fence. When you see my show, it not look like something where entertaining or where educating. When you don't make me start tonight, all right? In the name of Jesus tonight, don't make me start. Don't make what me did figure to Juliet Catburn fin tonight turn over upon Uno tonight. That me I tell you no. Anyway, let's continue on. So we've been to Justice Panton statement that was put out earlier today when tell them, so DUNCE, go and read. For the last 6 years, reports have, or audit reports done by independent auditors have always been tabled in the annual report. How uno done so that uno don't know? All along, so we're always submitting our reports to you. We good MP them. We MP them like Colonel Charles. We walk on both say my lawyer. And Michelle Charles. We walk and take picture. They should have one position in the cabinet for fashion guru. For bad fashion guru, Michelle Charles. Woeful Jamaica. For those of you who weren't here this morning, we went through the poor state of the courts across the country. Oh God, look at Tom. Even on our presidential gown, there is blood. Look on your shoulder, Tom. Oh, Tom, look on your shoulder. Isn't there some blood on there? We're still waiting because them a call for Justice Spanton apologize. Them a call for Justice Spanton resign. We want an apology from DUNCE Tam Tavares because Tam Tavares came out and Tam Tavares lied to us on the 18th of September. And after Tam Tavares been regularly exposed of the lie he told, he's still yet to apologize. Andrew Holness told us several lies, but I'm zooming in on the one with regards to the account when some parents opened for him when he did 2-3-year-old, became born 72, and he said the account opened about 1975, so on. Tell lie. Say him never use the account or never remember anything about them because it was open so long, da da blah de blah. We later learned, Larkland, that the Prime Minister was busy pushing money through some of those accounts. That lie was told to us, Tam Tavares, Chanel. That lie was told to us on the 17th of September by the Prime Minister. You went on to told us another lie on the 18th of September. And yet, none don't apologize for the lie we only tell to the public. But only same one a call upon Justice Spanton to resign and to apologize for insulting Uno. Or Justice Spanton a go insult Uno for say, Uno leak the report because there has never been any leak until he get in our hand. What's insulting about that? I mean, all of them something approve on a dunceness, you know. How the facts or how a rational argument insult Uno. Make it make sense. If it's not facts, it's a rational argument. What makes it insulting? You see, this is my problem with the whole defamation thing as well. Because them hide against insult, them hide behind insult, them hide behind the word misogyny, them hide behind all sort of the little commotion them they can hide behind when they don't want to face the truth. You notice as soon as you're getting close to the truth, you hear somebody come out and say them I go sue you. Sue me. Sue me and see if I go stop talk. Me no look like me mad too, no? Do I not look like a mad person? Or have you never interacted with a mad person before? I know a mad person don't know when you say to shut up. Aren't you aware of that? Aren't you aware that fool person like me do not understand when you say shut up, you chat too much? Me a British pick them will ask you why, but why? And then Tom is asking for apology. Juliet is asking for resignation. Da 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 la 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 la. How much time have you said it? You got deaf with? Hmm? You are go deaf way. You say I go make it in a documentary. The documentary ready yet? Me say if the documentary ready yet. And you did say I go make it in a documentary, you know. I never we say so. It ready yet? You lift up the bed weight under because you have a way of having things grada dust and cobweb before you look pan it, you know, Nigel. Publish it all in faster how you do. Publish it. I hope I'm over 2 years now. Nigel a walk and one and frighten we. You go and you still a walk and frighten we. Nigel, you don't know, so we used to do his story. Nigel, we grew up with Tilly Lamp and Buckle Torch and Peony Wally. We never grew up with TV. A dopey story and analysis story entertain with Nigel. We've moved on from that though. If you know, just nobody. Now sit down and talk dopey story and analysis story again, Nigel Clark, because we have moved on, you see. Hmm? But Nigel, you not short a dopey story, now analysis story. Because you always, every day you come, Finsac is an analysis story, Nigel. You're making it an analysis story. You say when the report complete, it got published. You come back and tell we say the report complete, but you go put it in a document if you publish. You go in a 2 weeks time, Nigel Clark, and you go tell we say the archive to be made public when 70 years after Andrew dead. Look here, don't try fool me. Don't try fool. We use to announce the story and dopey story. And you fooling with about Finsac all the while. While you're in a court in a Nigel Clark, I block the SSL report where you promise with transparency on. Remember, Nigel? Remember, say you in a court ask the judge to seal a report. Me not understand you know. Me not understand you. And that's why Justice Panton come to the conclusion on a dunce. On a dunce. On a can't read. On a not read. And on a do understand where you know walk and make up for the people them. It is shameful that the people of Jamaica sit down and make it look like I say a goody leader them we have. And with criminals continue to destroy our country while we sit down and wait for somehow or some reason them have a change of heart and turn around and start do good. Why do we think after 8 decades of being bat and ball between these two political parties, they're going to change their attitude towards us? Them are going to really look upon we and say we deserve social justice. Them are going to look upon we and say we really deserve the road, the light, and the water, and the hospital, and the school. We deserve the jobs and the security. We deserve a higher standard of living. We deserve a livable wage. Do you think they're going to wake up out of their somber Rensford, Sharon Peart? Do you think they're going to wake out of their somber Brandon Webb? What do you mean, may I mix up the PNP with your pronouncement? Do you want to have a debate on that? Brenda, because the failure of our country is not down to the JLP. One will not force me into that political bias. The dilapidated state of our schools, our hospital, and our courts at the moment, Mr. Webb, is not a one-party issue. It's a both-party issue where they have not done much for us. The constitutional review, P.J. Patterson was the best person to make advancement on that. The reason? He's a lawyer. He was around at the time when the 62 Constitution was being drafted. He was aware of the complexity of the drafting. The China deal was done under the People's National Party. These toll roads that the Chinese them collect $15 for phone a car go to a toll road at Jamaica. Went from Panyi to Guangzhou, which is about a 2-hour drive in China. They're only paying 9 yen, which is about £1, $1.30 US. These deals were done under the PNP. When we talk about PNP, no, come on my page, come go on like PNP clean. PJ Patterson and Portia Simpson hasn't done Jamaica great, the truth be told. If they, in the 18 years they had, invest in our schools and our hospitals, fix our roads and our waters, it wouldn't have been in the condition, the dilapidated condition it is now. I'm not being biased to any party. Both of these parties have not done us, the people, well, have not developed the country infrastructure, employment, employability well. So, don't come on my platform and come defend PNP and the indefensible. PNP is as guilty as Labour for the degradation of Jamaica. Both political parties are aligned to gangs and badman and Dan and all sorts. Both of them, Mr. Webb, by votes, they're not clean. It is why our country is being like that. You preempt me, I was going to come to that. What PNP must stop doing? Michelle Guthrie, welcome back. Sorry the other day I blocked you by mistake unnecessarily, but I cleared it up after the show was done and I tried to get a message to you. Sorry about that. Our media go say before me talk to earlier. Yes, I was going to the Michael Manley argument. What PNP needs to do, Mr. Webb, is stop riding on the legacy of Michael Manley. The legacy of Michael Manley, they have walked away from it. From PJ to Portia, they did not carry out Michael Manley's legacy or mandate. Them turn Western capitalists. The PNP, Mr. Webb. Portia and PJ turn capitalists, sell out the country, hand over hope of acres of land to Chinese and never labor do it. Andrew thief a lot from widow, Mr. Webb, has he not? If you stop work and pick up the politician, the all of them are thief. The all of them are thief from we. That's why them come and rich and we still stay poor. In 4 years, them come the Mr. Webb, them turn millionaire and we turn poor. We must stop the tribal politics and become Jamaicans. Move away from the tribalism and let us become Jamaicans. Make we politician them respect we as Jamaicans, but not respect we as Labour Right and PNP. That's why them are used with Mr. Webb. That's why them now do nothing for we. That's why them only do things for them, Mr. Webb, and them ruling class up in the PSOJ and them private investor and them international partners them. We must move away from the tribalism. Make it about us, Jamaicans. Not us Labour Right or us PNP. It's not political stump speech. My speech are not political. My speech is neither to support the Jamaica Labour Party or to support the PNP. My speech is about the people of Jamaica being aware of the nature of our politics and how our political leaders use that system against us. I don't know why you're not understanding that. Or maybe you're a loyalist to the PNP. But loyalists are not the whole away a battle with inflation, high price, and everything. But we're battling with the crime and everything else while Andrew Holness I get rich. Andrew Holness I evade tax. Mark Golden I avoid tax. One legal, one illegal, both are unethical. All of them are the same. Me not trust none of them. Me not trump card for none of them. I'm about the people of Jamaica. If Labour do good for the people of Jamaica, I will support. If PNP do good for the people of Jamaica, I will support. But me not go work and push my head up Andrew or Mark Golden's backside because it really doesn't belong there. I have to keep my head out here for look what go on to help inform the people of Jamaica as to our current situation, the people of Jamaica, not our current situation, JLP or PNP. We need to move away from that. Let us be Jamaicans. Let us stand up for Jamaicans, stop stand up for party. When we start to stand up for Jamaica, politicians will have to start reacting to us as Jamaicans and not as JLP and PNP. That's why when resources come into communities such as like the burial after effect, it is distributed on that same political tribal line. When road are fixed, it fixed on the tribal line as well. If a PNP live down Panda, for most the PNP live down Panda Road there, and a PNP MP or council in a power, them fix the road there where most the PNP live pan. And if a Labour live in another community there, them not touch the road there. Vice versa, so the two of them cheat with for years. I no go on like you know say a truth me a talk. No matter how much you want to be selectively blind to it. Don't go on like it's not our current situation and the politics that operate amongst us. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, Mr. Webb. It is just the truth. It is just the truth. Do not now go fishing with Darrell, or let's go farming with Darrell Vaz. But I go hope Mr. Webb can, and not just Mr. Webb, a lot of Jamaicans, we can really look at where we're going at a people when it comes to the political tribalism that we hold dear to. No, Lachlan, that's not the issue. What we, the people, need to do, because we're going to have one of the two. It is the system of governance we have. Until we can change that to a constitution or a revolution, or by some means, or multi-parties, such as a third party or multi-parties, because the Westminster system allows you to have multiple parties. It is the people that needs to hold these people to account in order for good governance to prevail. We have systems of governance in our country and systems of accountability. But when you have a corrupt government like the current JLP administration we have, that one takes in the Electoral Commission into his office, two, destruct the political ombudsman office, then afterward jumbling it with the Electoral Commission and draft it into his office as well. The ram raiding through the Constitution with his majority, the ram raiding over legislative process with his majority, are all dangerous move of Andrew Holness. Yet the nation has not showed their disgust to that. And this is why, whether it be JLP or PNP in, once you have corrupt leaders, you will have this practice continue, because the people have no interest in putting a stop to it. We, the people, need to get more involved. Or lack of involvement cause a lot what we politicians them do to it. Boy, would like to say Andrew and some of them African leader team up in there. Cause you say William Ruto. William Ruto is dangerous like Andrew Holness as well, you know. I mean, successive Kenyan leaders have failed the people just like successive Jamaican leaders have failed us real sweet. But William Ruto and Andrew Holness is the two, and Mia Motley as well. They are the modern trident of the global south, the three-edged sword that has been used by the West to further their agenda in what we call the global south or the developing world. And that's why I not trust them cheater. I'm afraid of them cheater. Andrew Holness, Mia Motley, and William Ruto. They are some dangerous puppets. Afraid of them. Them not care about the people. Them only care about them grandstanding with them Western masters. Nothing that they do is really about the people. It's all grandstanding. But thank you all very much for being here this evening. Let me look how much on the live before I start cussing. 117. I'm gonna take it to 130 before I go on, please. Take the likes up to 130 before I go around. Can even take it up to 200 before I go. Those of you who have not hit the like button yet, can you do the decent thing and hit the like button, please? I mean, how hard do you think that is? It's only a bloody like button. It's only a bloody like button. Mr. Webb, notice you're a golden fanatic. Me not gonna answer you. I'm not going to answer you. I'm really not going to answer you because I notice someone who played the puppeteering for Mr. Golden, I don't like to hear Mr. Golden being criticized or scrutinized. Tax dodging and tax evasion, tax dodging, tax avoidance. Both are tax dodging, avoidance and evasion. We all know evasion is illegal. Avoidance is legal but unethical, both of them. Mark Golden is avoiding tax the legal way through him offshore assets and company. Andrew is evading tax by lying about how much him company earn and how much tax him owe to the nation. Both unethical. Don't care what you think. It's just the truth. It's both unethical practices. Why? They are legislators. They make the tax law, but they are not paying their fair share of tax. Highly unethical. It's just what it is. We can make it in a way where it suits Mark Golden. We just cannot do that. If it's unethical, it's just unethical. Simple. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I hope I didn't bore you all. Join us back tomorrow morning when we continue to look at the issues that plague our country and look for solutions to get our way out of the disaster we've managed to find ourselves in with what we, the people, call our leaders. Thank you very much, and good night from the Global Television Group.